Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 11th March 2025. In this video, let us evaluate the performance of high liquidity zones generated in our yesterday's end of the day report. Even before that, all of you please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. You might be knowing the cost of the training is over 8,000 US dollars. It is a highly expensive training course. Even then, we are providing complete free training and all the training lessons are already available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. At our channel homepage, click on the tab Posts. Some of you might be seeing the tab Community. Click on the tab. You get access to this post. This post is having a YouTube playlist link that will take you to all the training lessons. You just click on the link. Now we are into supply demand zone price action course YouTube playlist. I kept all the training lessons in this playlist. You need to start our training from lesson 1.1 that is available at the bottom of the page. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are placed in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one according to the training instructions I mentioned at our Telegram channel. I provided the link to our Telegram channel in this video description. So please join at our Telegram channel. At the top of the Telegram channel window, you can find pinned messages. Click on the pinned messages. There you can find all the training instructions. So please learn this course according to my training instructions. Definitely you will become a very good independent trader in the coming months. Please make use of this opportunity. Now let's get into the analysis of performance evaluation of the high liquidity zones identified in our yesterday's end of the day report. So we identified 8 high liquidity zones from daily and 75 minutes time frame. The first one is Bajaj Finance. This is a rally, 3 base candles and a rally candle. This is what identified by our NeoStock software. And this 75 minute zone we should fine tune with 15 minutes time frame. So go to the 15 minutes time frame. So in the 15 minutes time frame, here you can identify a 15 minute zone. As a rally candle, you have a base candle. Again, you have a rally and excellent follow-through candles. But this 15 minute zone is not good enough to plan our trade, intraday trade. So again, go to the 5 minutes time frame and fine tune the 15 minute zone with 5 minutes time frame. I'm changing the time frame to 5 minutes. Here in the 5 minutes time frame, here you have a drop candle, 3 base candles and a rally candle. The type 2 we have fine tune. And today, prices entered into this fine tuned 5 minutes area and then sharply moved up and reached the target. When you got the trade, morning 9:15, 5 minutes candle, but actually it is not 9:15, 1 minute candle. See, if it is a 1 minute candle, 9:15, we don't take the trades. But this is not a 9:15, 1 minute. Go to the 1 minute time frame, you will get clarity. When exactly we got the trade. So we got the trade in morning 9:17, 9 o'clock, 17 minutes candle. We got the trade, excellent trade. After that, see how sharply prices moved and reached the target in morning 9:40 candle. In less than 30 minutes, the trade is completed. So how much profit Bajaj Finance has given? So let's open the Excel sheet. Bajaj Finance has given 15,700 rupees profit, which is 8.5% ROI as per one futures margin cost. In just 30 minutes, our trade is completed. So this is Bajaj Finance. And the next one is the ACC. This is also a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Our software identified this as a drop base rally and fine tune this drop base rally with 15 minutes time frame. So in the 15 minutes time frame, you have a rally, you have 1, 2, 3 base candles and a failed ERC rally candle, big candle. But this is good enough because complete body is coming out of the zone and moving away and follow through candle is there. So it's excellent. And this 15 minute zone again fine tune with 5 minutes time frame. In the 5 minutes time frame here you have a drop base rally. And again rally base rally is also there. But I have fine tuned to type 2 proximal drop, type 1 proximal, drop base rally, again rally base rally, LOTL zone. LOTL means new order flow will be added. Maybe this zone might be working as a high liquidity zone. Okay, risk management point of view, type 2 we are planning. This is drop base rally. You may ask a question, can't I plan a trade here? Yes, you can also plan a trade in this rally base rally, but your stop loss will be in the lower LOTL zone. So what will happen to the risk? Risk will be increasing. If the risk is within 2%, yes, you can manage your trade. But if it is beyond, you have to fine tune your entry in such a way risk won't be beyond 2%. So that's the reason why many times what we do when LOTL zones are there, we prefer lower time frame LOTL zone in intraday trading. Because intraday trading risk is very strict. Otherwise we won't get RRs and all. But today you see the lower time frame zone perfectly it entered and then started moving up and finally reached 15 minutes target zone. Again it is 9:15 5 minutes candle, right? So we should ensure our trade is not at 9:15 1 minute candle. So go to the 1 minute. So this is not a 9:15 1 minute candle. This is a 9:16 candle trade. Look into this candle. This is morning 9:16 candle. Prices opened and came down and closed inside the zone. After that price moved. So definitely your trade would have been executed. Especially at the end of the morning 9:16 candle. So enough time you might have got to get a trade. This is a very good trade. We should not miss this trade either. This one or Bajaj Finance, they are the perfect trades. Okay, what is the target? 15 minutes target. See, this is a drop, base drop. It reached the target. So this trade also within 30 minutes the trade is completed. You may ask a question, here there is a drop, can't we take this as a drop? See, this is a ERC candle. Failed ERC candle. Again this is a ERC candle, in between no base candle. So you can't keep this as a target. This is perfect, drop, base, drop. But even it is reached this drop, 2 base candles, medium size candle as in the part of the base drop. Like this also you can draw a zone. Even this supply zone it reached. This is violated and reached the next one. But anyway, the immediate 15 minutes target, this is the one we planned our trade. Maybe if you are using any trailing stop loss, if your trailing stop loss is not stopped out, probably you might have got this, even this target, you might have got the trade. But this itself is a huge profit. This drop base drop itself is a big profit. So where we got the trade? I mean, how much profit we got? ACC we got 10,485, which is 9.5% ROI. This is margin cost is a little higher than ACC margin cost. This is around I think 1.5 lakh or 1,60,000 Bajaj Finance or 1,70,000. This margin cost is maybe 1,30,000 or something. I think 1,10,000 or something or less. That's why you got more ROI here. Even though profit is less, we got more ROI because our investment is less here compared to Bajaj Finance. Okay, anyway, the next one is Apollo Tyres. Apollo Tyres is also a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. How our software identified this zone? As a rally, 2 base candles and rally, or maybe drop, 3 base candles rally. Either one is valid. And this is the 75 minutes area fine tuned with 15 minutes time frame. Look into the 15 minute zone. Here you have a drop, 2 base candles and a rally candle and follow through candle. This is the 15 minute zone. This one again you need to fine tune with 5 minutes time frame. In the 5 minutes time frame, did you observe here, is there any proper 5 minute zones? No. Maybe you have to draw this zone. Drop 1, 2, 3, 4 and a rally, and risk is, see how big it is. If I draw a zone like this, 5 minute zone. So it's not easy to plan this trade. But have we missed anything during this movement? Any order flow is created, maybe not visible in 5 minutes time frame. So that way, if you think and look into 3 minutes zone, you will get a perfect fine-tuned 3 minute zone here. Go to the 3 minutes. That's why sometimes when 5 minute zones are not clear, focus on the 3 minutes. You identify the real order flow. See here, you have a rally, base, rally, and again drop, base, rally, LOTL zone. New order flows is added here. That means this zone might be acting as a high liquidity zone. Because we have a rally, base, rally, again drop, base, rally is created. That means again a new order flows are added into the zone. Some more order flows. You may ask, can't we plan a trade in this drop, base, rally? You can plan, but your stop loss should be here. That is sometime before I also discussed the same thing for ACC. When you have LOTL zones, we give highest priority to the lower time frame one, mainly because of the risk management during intraday trading. If you are using short term or swing trading, maybe you have the leverage there. You can take early trade, you can do position sizing, and you can plan your trades if risk is higher. But intraday we are very strict. Sometimes prices enter into this drop base rally, this proximal area, and then it will move. That day we will be missing our trade. But if you feel your risk management is within 2% level, you can plan your entry here, but stop loss will be here. Again, you should add some stop buffer also. You should not forget. But today prices perfectly entered into this area, the origin. This rally base rally is the origin. That is the area prices entered today. See, prices entered, you got the trade, and perfectly not perfectly, actually it failed to reach 15 minutes target. Failed to reach. Why failed to reach? Because there is a 1 minute high liquidity zone that is not letting the prices go above that. So probably here you have to exit your trade. Maybe you might have held it for a long period because you don't have confirmation. Probably after multiple tests you might have confirmed this could be high liquidity. Probably here you might have booked your profit. Exactly, this is zone also. This is a high liquidity zone, right? See, today multiple times it held it. But only once it gave you a big, if anybody taken another trade, maybe you might have booked your profit somewhere here. At least you would have collected your taxes for your second trade. Because here also again it is a holding. Maybe some high liquidity 1 minute might be here, not letting again prices here. But first one itself is a good profit. First of all, what is our target zone? 15 minute zone. Here you have a drop base, a drop, follow through candles. Here a 1 minute zone is created. After multi-testing only, we can confirm it could be a high liquidity zone. See, this is a 1 minute zone rally, base, drop, type 2 proximal I have drawn. And here you see again rally, 2 base candles and drop. LOTL zone is created. New order flows are added. It is a confirmation it could be a high liquidity zone. If you sense this immediately, you would have booked your profit here. Suppose you didn't book profit, thinking that this will violate and you want to book profit here. See, now also again push the park. Now the last opportunity you got here. If you did not book your profit here, you must book your profit because already multiple times this zone holded the prices. If you would not have booked your profit based on this or using any trailing stop, maybe you might have implemented, because by the time reached this 1 minute zone, it achieved 1:3 RR. Because some people, what they do after achieving 1:3, either they book 1:3, also almost the same area. The 1 minute area, a little, very small, very few paisa before, it achieved 1:3 RR. That way you might have booked your profit. Those who book at 1:3. And those who are aiming for 15 minutes target, after reaching 1:3, some people use a trailing stop. That way maybe somewhere here you might have booked, because your trailing stop is failed, you might have booked your profit here. Or those who are still aiming for 15 minutes target, still holding patiently, probably they will realize by the time prices reached here, they might have booked the profit here. But the problem is, you might have, your capital might have been hold for a long time up to here, because you got the trade at morning 9:16 candle. If not here, at least in these candles, some of these areas you might have took the entry. Till 12 o'clock you might have holded the prices. 2.5 hours. After that you might have realized you have to book the profit. By the time you might have confirmed this could be, by seeing multi-testing, you might have confirmed it could be a high liquidity. Some people would have confirmed here itself by seeing this LOTL zone. They might have booked the profit here a little early. Maybe at 11 o'clock you might have booked. If you missed this another 1 hour, you would have waited. At 12 o'clock you might have booked the profit. Okay, anyway, Apollo Tires has given 1:3 RR already. And what is the profit it has given? It has given 8,330 rupees, which is 6.3% ROI as per one futures margin cost. Okay. Apart from this, there is one more daily zone, idea. Idea trade is not easy. The reason why I added, people should realize the importance of NeoStock supply demand zone chain. Supply demand zone chain will help in planning aggressive trades. First of all, this is a daily zone, drop, 2 base candles and a rally with pro gap and hidden body. This is how our software identified this zone, drop, 2 base candles, rally with hidden body. And this idea is fine-tuned with 75 minutes time frame. We have only one 75-minute zone. Drop candle, you have 1, 2, 3 base candles and a rally candle. Drop, base, rally. This is the 75 minutes fine-tuned zone. Inside 75 minutes, again you should fine-tune with 15 minutes time frame. Go to the 15 minutes time frame. Here in the 15 minutes time frame, again we identified an excellent drop base rally. This is a failed ERC drop candle. You have 3 base candles and then you have a rally candle. This is the 15-minute zone. Within the 15 minutes, here you have a fine-tuned 5 minutes. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. So here you have a rally candle, 3 base candles and a rally candle. Rally, base, rally. This is the fine-tuned 5-minute zone. And this is the area we are planning our trade. But when I looked into NeoStock software supply demand zone chain, our software identified this as a failed ERC drop candle and 1 base candle here. We are seeing a base candle here. This is the base candle. This is a failed ERC drop. And then with hidden body, this is a rally candle. This is a 915 candle. So this is the area we have institutional order flow. And this zone is suggested by our NeoStock software's supply demand zone chain. When I looked into the supply demand zone chain, this is identified as a TCZ, high liquidity zone. It is a low priority high liquidity zone. TCZ and TCO, trend change horizon and trend change zone. Both these are all low priority high liquidity zones. But still they are better compared to the normal demand and supply zones. This is also high liquidity zone. But among the high liquidity, we identified two categories. One is a high priority high liquidity zone. Another category, low priority high liquidity zone. They also work. The main reason why I am focusing on this is to make you understand the importance of NeoStock software supply demand zone chain. This rally base rally. Today, price is entered. See how nicely. Again, see here, drop base rally follow through candles. A new LOTL zone is created. Maybe new order flows might have added here again. Maybe, who knows, it may work again second time also, this zone. And when you got the trade morning, 10:35. 10:35. Why I am showing this? Because earlier trades, ACC, Bajaj Finance, and what is the another one? Apollo Tires. All the three you got around at 9 o'clock 20 minutes or 9 o'clock 18, 19 minutes. During that period you got the trade. And most of those trades you closed at 10 o'clock. Around before 10 o'clock you closed them, or before 10, all the trades. And this trade you got 10:30. Suppose if you might have looked into our NeoStock software supply demand zone chain, this trade, how much profit it would have given you, I want to tell you. Till here, the 15 minutes target zone. We have a 15 minutes target zone here. Maybe drop base, drop, two base candles, adding some hidden body. I am considering maybe this is a drop. Here, prices moved in a narrow range, balance, and this is imbalance that way. This is for target point of view. So it reached the target. When you got the trade at 10:30, and when it reached the target at 13:30, 2 hours you might be in trade. How much profit it would have given? Idea would have given you 10,400 rupees profit, which is a 10.2% ROI. Because its cost is around 1 lakh only. That's why you got more ROI you got here. Based on one futures. But remember, this is an aggressive trade setup. Why aggressive trade setup? It is not a fine-tuned zone. What is the price action clue? Price action clue is a high liquidity zone, 5 minutes high liquidity zone, inside daily or 75 minutes HLQ zones. This is inside daily HLQ zone, and 5 minutes high liquidity zone you can use as an aggressive trade. Generally we use high priority high liquidity zone. They have higher success rate. Compared to that, low priority high liquidity zones will be having less success rate compared to that. But still, why I decided to plan? It is a fresh zone. Moreover, this zone is also having pro gap. See, this is having a pro gap. This is another price action clue. For aggressive trade setup, this is another price action clue. This is rally base rally at 5 minutes time frame. And the second price action clue is high liquidity zone, but even though low priority, I already have one more price action clue. This is a pro gap with a pro gap. By considering all these things, because I have multiple price action clues, so I thought maybe if you look into that, earlier also prices came near to this zone previously, see, and then moved up. This is also another price action clue. Prices came near to the zone and sharply moved up. Even here also you see, prices came near to the zone and sharply moved up. This is today only morning. So that way we can confirm, we can give importance to this zone. Actually, by seeing these, prices are coming near to this zone and moving. That's why I looked into supply demand zone chain, whether this could be high liquidity zone. Then I identified it is a low priority high liquidity zone, TCZ zone. So that is good enough. Already we have price action clue. Prices came near to the zone and sharply moved up. And also we have another price action clue, pro gap before the zone. And third price action clue, this zone itself is a high liquidity zone, but low priority high liquidity zone. But because we have other strong price action clues, we should not miss a trade from this zone. And moreover, before you might have closed this trade, if you would have taken a Bajaj Finance or ACC trades, definitely you would have closed them. Your money is ready, nothing wrong in planning. Another trade, already you got a good profit. Even if it is stopped out, a small amount you will be losing compared to the already profit you got. But this is also a successful. So this is the beauty of our supply demand zone chain. NeoStock software supply demand zone chain. That is the only area, that is the only concept tell you all our earlier zones are normal zones or high liquidity zones. Within high liquidity, high priority high liquidity or low priority high liquidity. Within high priority, low priority, what is the actual category? You have multiple categories. Like S underscore DZ, R underscore SZ. You have TCP demand zone or supply zone. Or C underscore DZ or SZ. Or TCO demand or supply zones. Or TCZ demand or supply zones. You have so many categories. Only our supply demand zone chain only can tell what kind of categories our zone belongs to. We have other categories also, pierced zone, P underscore DZ, P underscore SZ, pierced zones. And just DZ and SZ. At present, those zones have any additional identity, special identity. And they are like normal, our supply demand zone, chain zones. Of course, everything is supply demand zone, chain zones only. But few zones are having some special identity, high liquidity zone identity or pierced zone identity. So these are the trades we got, the profits. 4 trades we got, 4 successful. 5th one also we got, but we didn't consider 5th one because that happened during the last 10 minutes trading session. See, Manappuram. Manappuram is a 75 minutes high liquidity zone. See, fine-tuned zone, it went during the last and sharply moved up, but we don't consider this. But still it tells the power of our high liquidity zone. Manappuram, you see multiple order flows you have. This is a 75 minutes zone. Go to the 15 minutes time frame. In the 15 minutes, you have 2 15 minutes order flows are there. This is the first 15 minute zone. Drop, base, rally and follow through candles. And you have another 15 minute zone here, you see. You have a drop candle, you have a 2 base candles and you have a rally candle. Again, LOTL, drop, base, rally, LOTL, within this zone. Again here also LOTL, drop, failed ERC, base, rally. And recently also here you have, you see, again maybe failed ERC, draw, maybe a rally candle, base, rally. So many LOTL zones are getting created. Here also you see again drop, base, rally is created. Drop, base, rally. So we have 2 15 minute zones. Okay, within this 15 minute zone, let's look into the 5 minutes time frame. First one. First one you see here, before the zone, we have a failed ERC as a rally candle, base candle, rally candle with again pro gap at the hidden body. Some more body this zone will get. Already big candle. And it is tested multiple times. And also this is the origin. And most interesting thing is, let me show you. Observe carefully here. See the low of this candle. What is the low of this candle? 200 rupees. Look into the low of this drop candle. This is also 200 rupees. Again, look into the low of this candle. This is also 200 rupees, 1 paisa, 1 paisa additional. But of course, this is also almost 200 rupees. And today again the zone is tested, this zone. And see the low of today's candle. This candle. This is the last 10 minutes candle. I mean 15-20 candle. Last 10 minutes we got the trade. But anyway, we can't consider last half an hours. But see, what is the low of this candle? The low of this candle is also 200. Observe here in the low when I keep my mouse. See what is the value it is showing? 200. So that means at 200, Manappuram, 200 rupees, institutions might have kept a very huge strong order flow. That is not letting the prices go down. See, the moment it touched 200, see how sharply it moved. At some point it moved, price moved up to here. If you look into long position, see how much RR it would have given you in just 10 minutes. Some stop buffer I added. Let us assume your entry is here. Up till the peak I am calculating, it has given you 1:5.68 RR. So that means 1:5.5 RR we got in just 10 minutes. But anyway, we can't consider last half an hour trades, whether it is successful or fail. That is the decision we have taken. That's it. But how yesterday also we have seen last 2 minutes or 3 minutes how sharply fine-tuned areas moved. I think Pedialyte and one more stock, I forgot the name. Okay, what about this 15 minutes? We have another fine-tuned 15 minutes. Inside 15 minutes, you have a 5-minute zone. See here, you have a failed ERC as a rally, you have a base, you have a rally candle. And this is the 5-minute zone acting as a high liquidity zone. Why? Because several times this zone is tested. See, first time almost came near to the zone. We can consider it tested by adding small entry buffer. First time, see the move. Second time again prices came. See again the move. Third time again it came. See the move. Fourth time even bigger move. Fifth time again came close with small entry buffer. Again see the move. Sixth time, this is even much bigger move. This time it created one more 5 minutes, fine-tuned 5-minute zone inside this 15-minute zone. Rally, base, rally. So we have two order flows. This is the high liquidity order flow and this is the fine-tuned, a fresh order flow for type 2 proximal. Maybe type 1 is slightly tested. Let me draw. See, type 1 is tested, but many times type 2 high liquidity zones will give us a chance. There are times it will be violated, but nothing wrong in taking a risk. And this is the lower time frame zone as an horizon. See, this 5-minute zone is the horizon to this 15 minutes fine-tuned zone. From there it picked up and prices. This entire zone formation has been completed. And today these horizon prices came, but happened in the last closing hour of the market. So that's why Manappuram I didn't register in the Excel sheet, but it gave you 1:5 RR, 1:5.5 RR in just 10 minutes. Okay. Next, Poonawalla. Poonawalla trade is not executed, but prices came close to our fine-tuned area. Go to the 75 minutes time frame. Our software identified this as a rally, 2 base candles with the hidden body, rally candle, with hidden body, a large rally candle. And this one fine-tuned with 15 minutes time frame. In the 15 minutes, here I identified a rally candle. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base candles and then a rally candle, the 15-minute zone. Here also you have a 15-minute zone, rally, base, rally, but almost at the majority of the zone came outside the zone. Outside the zones, we have 50-50 chances. And moreover, this is already tested also here. See this? So that's why I didn't concentrate on this. and go to the 15 minutes, sorry 5 minutes. In the 5 minutes, if you observe, 5 minutes you have a proper zone not available here. 5-minute structure is not good. But have you seen the higher wick and lower wick? There is another supply demand zone concept. When you have two large candles, the higher wick and the lower wick of the candles, in between you might be finding a strong institutional order flow. So what I did, I went to 3 minutes time frame. In the 3 minutes time frame, here I have seen a drop candle, base candle, rally candle, and this drop base rally is acting as an horizon to this entire 75 minutes high liquidity zone. Of course, that is also having 15 minutes order flow also, but this entire thing is 75 minutes. So this drop base rally, maybe this is the area you can plan your trade. Many times we avoid 3 minutes as an horizon. In case if you consider, so today prices came close to this zone at 1357. Maybe some of you might have added some entry buffer, maybe your trade might have been executed here. See, after that sharply it came up to this pro gap area, it reached the target. But anyway, we can't say this is a pro gap. This is price came here and sharply moved up. Everything happened in 1 minute. So that's why I have a concern whether what happened, why sharply came, is your trade would have been executed really in this candle? It's a big question mark. And moreover, till this fine-tuned area here, some distance is also there. Otherwise, maybe this could have been another trade also, successful trade. But I'm not considering, not really, this candle, what is really happened so sharp and again sharply came up. Is your trade, in case if you add some buffer, entry buffer, is your trade really execute or not? Is a question mark. Anyway, we have other successful trades today. Even if I ignore, nothing wrong. So that's why I didn't feel any interest to consider this is a success for our statistics. But otherwise, this also came very close and then moved up. Next one is a Tata LXC. This is also came somewhat close to our fine-tuned zone, but not good enough to get a trade. This is a 75-minute zone. This zone is created almost 3 years back, 2021. What 3? 4 years back, I think. 2021, 29th November 2021. I think almost 3.5 years back this zone is created. In general, old 1 year old zones, we will ignore them. But why we didn't ignore? In the recent price action, we identified a new order flows. So that's why let us focus on these recent price actions. Go to the 15 minutes time frame. See here, we have excellent drop, base, rally with pro gap. And also here, drop, base, rally, excellent zone. So we have two fine-tuned 15-minute zones. Inside 15, again we should look for 5-minute zones. Now go to the 5 minutes. First, let us look into the bottom one. Here, this is a drop candle, base candle, rally candle. Probably this is the area we can plan our trade. It is a fresh zone. And similarly, here also you see, you have a drop candle, two base candles with pro gap, a rally candle. This is a fine-tuned area. Here you can plan your trade. But today prices came to this near to this 15 minutes zone, moved up morning. Next again at 1 o'clock, prices came into 15 minute zone, but not good enough to reach this fine-tuned 5 minutes area. But it moved again. Otherwise, we would have got a good profit from this zone. It gave a good move from here to here. So this is the reason why Tata LXC I did not consider. What I want to say today, HLQ zones perfectly they holded the prices today. All our HLQ zone traders, at least one of these stocks, your trade would have been successful today. You should not say, I missed the trade. There is no choice. At least one stock you would have got a successful. All our HLQ zone traders. I can confidently tell. And what else we missed? We covered all the things. This is a Tata Motors. We already discussed this stock earlier. Previously, we fine-tuned. This is a daily zone. The Tata Steel stock. Anyway, today prices did not enter into the supply zone. This one I already explained maybe yesterday or day before yesterday, one of the videos. Please check. We have this analysis. So that's it. We have completed all the stocks. Hope this information will be useful to you. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.